Welcome back, Redstoners. Hope you've had a great day. Today we're going to be doing a tutorial on a tic-tac-toe machine. So let's jump right on into this. With any tic-tac-toe machine, you're going to want to start with your display. So we'll go ahead and build one cell of this. Start off by placing 6 observers here, 4 on top of those. And then on the last ones, we're going to be putting some upside down observers on it. This is going to be for our middle row, and then we'll just extend this on out to the end, and finally place 3 observers on top. Flying around to the back, we're going to grab out our redstone lamps and place 4 of them here, here, and here, with some repeaters going into each one of those. And we're going to get out our redstone dust, and you're going to dust exactly where I do. And this here will be our input. So, oh yes, put redstone dust there too. And we are going to put some copper blocks, or bulbs, and we're going to give the system a try. So let's do this, and we have our circle. So let's get rid of this, and we will start on our X. What you want to do is place a sticky piston here with a solid block. When that extends, it will see that observer. And we'll place some slabs around here like so, with a solid block here and 3 repeaters across the top. You're going to want to get out your block of redstone again and bring this up. As you can tell, it will light up these lamps at the bottom. So we're going to bring that up 1 and insert some downward facing sticky pistons. Like so, and repeat it to the other side here. And there's that's done. Looking good so far. So we will continue on here and place 2 more sticky pistons here with some redstone blocks going into those. And this right here will be our input. And we're going to want to cover this in dust and also place in some solid blocks to these repeaters. So we'll extend our signal a bit and fire it off, and we have our X. Pretty easy. One thing you are going to want to do is place in repeaters right here. So when the signal does come in, there is no backwards interference from the system above your X. It'll travel down those. And there we go. We got a circle, and we have our, let's see, extend that out, X. And that's the cells that we're going to be using for our tic-tac-toe machine. And what you're going to want to do is repeat that 8 times with 1 block away. So now here we are, and we will try to get into the user interface part of the section. You can build this several different ways. It's totally up to you. I chose buttons. You could do levers or whatever your preference is. I just decided to do buttons because I like it better. So you're going to want to build your 9-button display. I used a comparator strength button display, and I'll fly around and kind of show you how that works. Basically, it decreases in strength as it goes down these towers and finally out to the end here. You are going to want to stick this on subtraction mode and fill this in with about 8 non-stackable items. What that's going to allow is you to transfer that strength signal down this line into this line, and I've got it split off here into 2 red coders. And if you don't know anything about red coders, it just basically outputs the strength level accordingly. Here I put 2 sticky pistons in just so that we can flip back and forth between our X's and O's, so it just kills the signal and only allows it to go one way. And like any other redstone that you're going to be designing or coming up with, what you really want to start out with is mapping out where everything's going to go. It may sound ridiculous, but in the end it does help tremendously. Even if it goes through another wire, just continue on. Just get it out there first. It's more important to build the thing and then figure out how to run it later. It'll definitely reduce the amount of time you have to in building your build. So let me go ahead and show you. I'm going to be using Mumbo Jumbo's cop flop for all of these, just to convert the button signal into a signal strength. And we're just going to add the cop flop, and we come across our first obstacle, so we're going to need to tower this down in order to get our signal down here. That ought to work. Break some of these out, and I like using glass because it's just a little bit easier to run wiring up and down and around things. So I suggest, one wire at a time. When you come across an obstacle, don't worry about it, just fix it as you go along. Like right here, this blue wire is going to pose a problem later, but we'll get to that. And just continue on running your wires one by one. When you come into a problem area, just remain calm and fix it. It's part of the fun of it, is discovering how to run the wire and what works and what doesn't. Everything's a learning experience. Yeah, and that old adage of you gotta fail before you can succeed is definitely a part of redstone. Yeah, as you get into stuff like this, you'll find yourselves in some tight situations and trying to figure out how to actually get down into the system in order to run the redstone. Once again, for me, that's part of the fun. And we'll just continue this process until we have done all of the lines. What I like to do is I break the line and continue the line that I'm currently working on, just so I can get that signal there. Later, when we come back through, I will wrap around if need be, or add to, just so that I can get that signal to where I want it to go. Not a big deal. Just remember kind of basically what you've done. You shouldn't have any issues. So let's just go ahead and run this real quick. And yeah, we'll break this out. And well, I forgot to put in the cop flop, so let's go ahead and insert that. And just like I said before, you're going to come up into your own obstacles, and you'll just have to figure it out on how you want to get the wire to run correctly. Here we've got a little problem. 2 wires connected together, but think it through and you should be able to figure it out. That's 4 wires down, so I'm going to cut away and finish this up, and I'll be back. Alright, here I am back, and as you can tell, I really didn't change much of the system. I did wrap around certain areas, added repeaters to kill off certain cross functions, and but overall the layout is exactly the same as it was when we started. I just wrapped around what I had to in order to get my signal to go through. So let's run over here and we'll do a quick testing. This is the fun part of the entire build, is actually getting things to finally work for you. This is the first time I've tried it, other than running the strength signal just to make sure everything was lit up. So there we go, we got all of our circles. Let's see if they all turn off. You'll come across, all sorts of wackiness going on in your own builds. And, just stick with it, and in the end, you will logically figure out the problem and be able to fix it. I'm going to go ahead and try my X's. Shouldn't take too long. I think this system, I push these buttons quicker. I'm not 100% sure if it'd break it, but I don't think it would. And we do got our X's, so let's turn off a few of these just so you know we have no winners. My next video, I'll probably put some logic behind this, wind detection system or something of that nature. But there we have it. That is a complete build. Questions or comments, leave them down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks a lot.